Okay, it's a Friday. It's a weird schedule. So our schedule is split to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So it's not good. It's not good. Okay, but we're still, we do our best. Okay. So the last time we stopped to talk about syllabus, right? Syllabus. So let's talk about the syllabus first. Okay. All right, syllabus here. All right, so we talk about this and email, okay? My email is the best way to reach me, okay? Please use my email, okay? And communication will be very fast, okay? Very quick, so don't worry about that, okay? And office hours and course website, Canvas, okay? So you can find any documents I upload under the Canvas file button. Okay, so you can find 2 papers. Okay, already. So you use Canvas, and we are going to use big blue button. This one. Okay, this program is much more secure. So actually, nobody can so compare with the other programs like Zoom. Okay, that's only thing I choose this. Okay, more secured. Okay, so not many people can access this one. Okay, not like Zoom. Okay, textbook. Okay, so we talk about that a little bit. Okay, but textbook is something like this, and only 9th edition. Okay, 9th edition. There are newer versions, but it's so expensive. Okay? Actually, the textbook, the contents are very, very similar, almost the same, but they have different versions, have different cases, okay? So if you have a different version, you can use it, but you need to make a photocopy of the cases to do your assignments, okay? That's the only thing you should know about the textbook, okay? I am not okay, familiar with how to actually this textbook market is going. Okay, I'm not familiar with the operation of bookstore. Okay, so I'm not so resourceful. So if you have any issue with a textbook, please contact directly with a bookstore. It's not easy. Okay, I tried, but it's not easy. Okay, and also let me know. Okay, I will try to help you. And capstone simulations, okay? The half of this course is traditional lecture sessions, and the other half is actually simulations. Simulations, you run your own company, all right, for 7 rounds, okay? You will have 2 practice rounds to be familiar with the game, okay, the simulations. Then data is all gone, then you restart it. So actually, you are going to play 9 rounds in total. Okay? So simulations are very simple. You run your own company against other teams. Okay? So every dimensions of business, something like finance, marketing, operations, productions, strategy, accounting, all the dimensions of business will pour in these simulations. Okay? All right. And this simulation is not an easy game, okay? So most MBA students use this, and some senior undergraduate students use this in the very reputational schools, okay? So it can be challenging, but it can be very, very beneficial to combine all the knowledge from the many dimensions of businesses, okay? All right, so we're gonna talk about that. COVID-19 statement, okay? You read by yourself. And course objective, okay? All right, this course, we didn't talk about that. This course is your graduation course. So this course needs all the knowledge you learn from previous classes, okay? Not just one, this is not just one course. Actually, it combined all the knowledge of your previous, from your previous classes. Okay? All right. So we will do this, okay? To develop skills in determining company-wide strategy, okay? and external environmental factors, causes and symptoms of business problems, and strategy formulation implementation. So basically, this course provides how to formulate the strategy. First one, we are going to talk about our environments, okay, where we are. And then we move to, okay, how to formulate our strategy, okay? How to formulate it, okay? And implement, how to implement the strategy. But implementation of a strategy is not easy to be generalized, okay? That's why I use the simulations, okay? So implementation of strategy will be with the simulations. You run this, you practice this, okay? All right. Then people, yes, this is important too. You will have your own team, okay? 4 to 5 people, okay? Then your team will be the smallest unit to work in discussions and also in the simulations. So you need to practice how to work with other people in this course, okay? Expected outcomes, okay? Expected outcomes. So you read by yourself, okay? All right. Overview of the course. There is a diagram, something like this, okay? So this is diagrams. All right, so chapter 1, 2, 3, 4 is about our environment, external and internal environments, and intellectual capital, technology. So we are going to talk about this, okay? We are going to talk about chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we move to strategy formulation, okay? Business level, corporate level, and international strategy, and entrepreneur. And we move to this strategy implementation with our simulations, okay? So this is how, this course is designed. This course flows, okay? Teaching and learning method. This course emphasizes active learning through class discussions, and interactive lectures. Yes, the online lectures are also interactive, okay? There are many discussions between you guys, and between you and me, okay? So probably this time will be the only time I talk too much, okay? I talk too much because I need to introduce my syllabus this time, okay? So please read this one carefully, okay? So your active learning is very important. I'm gonna treat you as a senior or MBA students, very matured, okay, students. So you should work, okay? You should work like that too, right? Expectations about attendance, 100%. 100% attendance expected. Okay? If you miss any class, you will, you will miss the each class, what is that? Daily assignments. Okay, so you read very carefully. So you should prepare each class. Okay, when we start, okay, you should read the chapter in advance. Okay, I'm not gonna replicate the textbook. Okay, I don't need to be a radio. Okay, so when we start a new chapter, you should read the chapter in advance. Okay, then you should be prepared to take a 1 quiz. Okay, during the class, at the beginning of the class, we are gonna take the 1 quiz, 7 or 8 true or false questions. Then we are gonna discuss it. Okay, and before the class, you are supposed to submit. You're supposed to submit, okay, the case, small case, learning from mistake, probably learning from mistake. The title of the case will be learning from the mistake, in your textbook. You read the case, very short case, and then there are some 2 or 3 questions each case. Then you answer and type it and submit before the class, okay, on Canvas. Okay, so you will see how or where to submit, you will see in the Canvas. Okay? So when we start a new chapter, okay, please make sure you read the chapter in advance. Be prepared. I'm not going to replicate. Okay, I'm not going to replicate the textbook. We are going to discuss it. Okay, we are going to digest it. Okay, I'm not going to replicate the textbook. All right. So far so good. Question. All right, expectation about professional behavior. Do not arrive late, side conversation, something like that. Yeah. Okay, and academic honesty. So you just read by yourself what counts as, what's that? Plagiarism. Okay, so you can read by yourself. Okay. Course requirements. Okay, so class participation is 10% of your grade. Okay, so research articles. We are going to talk about my 2 research articles in the next week. Okay, in the next week. So that is 5%. You don't need to submit anything. You don't. Okay, you don't. You read the research articles. It's not easy to understand everything, so it's all right. Don't worry. You try to understand as much as you can. That's it. Okay, we can discuss. We can discuss, and you will have a chance to increase your understanding. Okay, and work keys and cases. Okay, when we start a new chapter, for example, when we start a chapter 1, you should read chapter 1 in advance, and then you should be prepared for work keys and case. Okay, we are going to have 4 types of presentations. Each presentation has a different topic. I'm going to announce the topic as time comes up. Okay, and probably presentation 1 and 2. Presentation 1 is about what? Technology trends. Okay, we should know. Okay, and presentation will be about the real case of the corporations. Okay, in application of the strategy management. And presentation 3, 4 will be like simulations. Okay, your simulations. Okay. So, but I will announce it as time comes up. Okay, and capstone simulation 10%, the result. Okay, the first place, second place, third place, and we have 5 teams. Okay, so the result of simulation is 10%. And simulation report, at the very end of the semester, you're supposed to submit just 1 or 2 page summary of your simulations, okay, with your team. That is 5%, and we will have 3 times of exams. 3 times of exams. I usually, to save our time, I have given just 1-time exam for this course, but it is very, very risky for students. Okay, if a student ruin the only test, then the total grade will be impacted very, very heavily. So this time I'm gonna split, okay, exams, okay, 3 times. Okay. These exams won't be accumulative, okay. So don't worry. All right, then final grades will be determined by your aggregate performance. Okay, then the expected distribution of grade is A 30%, B 35, C 25, D 5, and F 5. Okay, but this is movable. This distribution is movable. Okay, that means as a whole class, okay, I'm gonna evaluate the performance of your whole class, and if it is good, I'm gonna move this distribution upward. That means most students will have A, most students will have B. All right. So it depends. I'm gonna see. Okay? And no late assignments, cases, reports, or exams. Okay. All right. No late. Okay. All right. Daily assignments. We already talked about that. Each class will begin with a warm-up quiz when we start a new chapter. Okay. So warm-up quiz will be discussed during the class. The answer can be true, false, and both. It depends on your discussions. Okay? Even the textbook says answer is true, but you have good background, good logical ground to say it's a false, then it's acceptable. Then we can say yes. It can be true, it can be false, and it can be false, something like that. Okay. And learning from mistakes in your textbook. Okay. This is a small case. So when you read the textbook, okay, you read this case, then you type your answer, then submit on Canvas. Okay. All right, then I will grade them. Okay. And caption simulations. This is very important part and interesting. All right, interesting part. Okay. EBA core course. Okay. So this is very useful. Okay. When we meet other people who graduate from other schools, actually it is really good thing to talk about simulations. If you do simulations, okay, in your educations, it's good to talk with them. Okay. All right, so this is what foundation version. Okay. So there's a registration fee. Okay, I'm not seller of this program, but this is very famous one, very famous. So you can visit capsin.com, then you can navigate what the simulation is, and also you can register as soon as possible. Then the earlier you are familiar with the game, the better chance you will have a great performance on these simulations. Okay, this is not an easy game. There's a manual for this game. You should read it very carefully. You should be familiar with this game first, then you will learn a lot. If you confuse how to play this game, your learning will be very limited. So I strongly recommend, okay, you should take enough time to learn the manuals, okay, at first. Then we can move to the real game. You will learn a lot, okay? All right, then first place, 100 points. Second place, 90, 85, 80, 82, and 76, okay? So as time comes up, we're gonna talk about this a little bit more, okay? And quiz participation and research papers, okay? So we talked about already. So I'm gonna skip this. And what else? Exams, we talk about that, okay? And presentations, we talk about that too. All right, so far so good. Any question? Any question? Say yes, please. Or no? No question, great. Okay, great. All right. Let's move. So we are still doing this, okay? The course introduction and overview. In the next week, we are gonna discuss two research articles. The first one is SNJ paper, all right, corporate venture capital. Okay. So this paper is already uploaded on the Canvas, okay, under file, under the button of file. Make sure you can find this paper right now, okay. And also we wanna read second paper, RISI and NIHFX, Industry and Innovation. This paper, okay, some of you are already read in the previous class. Some of you are already read the previous version of this class, okay? This is a better version, all right? It's a little different story, Not, do not assume that you already read this paper, okay? So this is different paper. So I want to talk about these two papers, SMJ one and Industry and Innovation, papers in the next week. Okay. Question? No? Then I want to start chapter 1. So to start chapter 1, you read the chapter 1 in advance. You will be submit you will submit the case, okay, before the class, and during the class, at the beginning of the class, we're gonna take the worksheets and discuss. Okay, so chapter 1, 2, 3. Then we gonna have exam 1, the first exam. Okay, and presentation 1. All right, in February, and we are gonna do practice round, capstone simulation, practice rounds. Practice rounds is just practice. Okay, the purpose of practice round is just make you be familiar with this game, right? You're gonna have 2 practice rounds, practice 1, practice 2. Then the data will be reset, and then we are gonna start regular competition rounds, 7 rounds. Okay, regular competition, 7 rounds, and then I want to restart chapter 4, 5, and 6. Okay. And exam 2, presentation 2, and practice round again. All right. Yeah. Then we do chapter 7, 8, and 12. And exam 3 and presentation 3. Okay. And from this time, okay, March, okay, at the end of March, we are gonna just focus on the capstone, all right, simulations. Okay, so round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, and 7. So probably at the end of the March and April, we want to just focus on the simulations. Okay, simulations. Okay. And presentation 4 is April, and we have final week. Okay. So this is pretty much about the schedule of this course. Okay. During any activities, okay, simulations, whatever, okay, I will be with you, okay, on this video conferencing. All right. So if you have any question, any concern, you should let me know immediately. Don't delay. Okay, don't delay. Okay. So if I know your issue, okay, I can find a way to help you. But if it's too late, I cannot help you. All right. You will face some problems. Okay. So if you have any problem, let me know immediately. Okay. Then let me have a time to help you. All right. So this is pretty much about the syllabus. Okay. Any question, comment? Sam, go ahead.
I have a question. Yeah. For example, on the syllabus, some of the dates it says, like session 4 says the 1st through the 3rd, and it says there's a case study due that we have to write up. Is that due on the 1st or the 3rd?
All right. Where is that?
That's session 4.
Session 4. Okay. Oh, it's a good question. Okay. So, so we're gonna start chapter 1 February 1st, and we will start. So chapter 1 is due February 1st. Okay? And also we're gonna start chapter 2 at the middle of February 3rd. So you can submit the assignment on February 3rd. Okay? So this is Monday, I guess. Monday. Okay. So if we start Monday, chapter 1, okay, chapter 1 Monday, then your due is Monday. Okay. And the Wednesday will be due for chapter 2. Is it clear?
So the case chapter 2 is due on the 3rd?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Okay. Great. So I'm gonna, because this schedule is weird, I'm gonna a little bit speed up to cover these materials. So probably we can do Monday, Wednesday, and very like a speedy. Okay, so we are do speedy, but Friday is like a working like a buffer day, whatever. Okay, so I don't know how to actually do this because this is the first time for me too. So we're gonna try that. We will learn how to organize these weird schedules. Okay? All right. Any other question about the syllabus? All right. Please say no if you don't have any question. Make sure. All right. Let's move. Let's move. Then, next thing is what? So simulations. I just emphasize this again. Okay. This is not an easy game. Okay. So you visit the website as soon as possible and be familiar with the game as soon as possible too. All right. The earlier you are prepared for this game, the better performance you will experience. Okay. So simulations. And if you have any question, okay, if you have any problem, okay, let me know. Just simply, send me an email. Okay, send me an email. That's it. Okay? Okay? Even you have a big problem this, okay, but it can be resolved very quickly, easily. So anyway, let me know first. Then let me help you. Okay. And organized teams, we need teams. We need a team. Okay. So you need a team. Usually in a person class, okay, you had an opportunity, students had an opportunity to organize your own team. All right. But this setting is not allowed to like that. So I give you already organize your team. Okay. Please look at this. This is your team. All right. We have 5 teams. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. Okay. All right. So team 1 has a Brilliant, Thomas, Jeff, Marie, Jonathan, and so on. Team 2, 3, 4, 5. So please make sure what your team is. Everyone, please make sure what your team is. Okay. Mac, your team is 3, right? Mac, because you newly joined, I assign you in team 3. Okay. So everyone, please make sure what your team is. Okay. All right. And then I'm gonna make a breakout rooms for your teams. Okay. So I'm gonna make five breakout rooms. Okay. Then your team will join these breakout rooms. Okay? So team 1 go to breakout room 1, number 1. Okay, and team 2 go to breakout room number 2. Team 3, number 3 room. Team 4, number 4 breakout room. Team 5, number 5 breakout rooms. You go to breakout rooms and then you can discuss your team name. Okay, your team name. All right, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. Then you make your team names and let me know. Okay, so this time you can use this time to meet with your teammates, and also you can talk with them, and then you can share your contacts too, because you need to co-work with your team very often. So you need to share your contacts. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna create. So everyone's clear. Team 1 should go room number 1. Team 2 should go room number 2. Okay, and so on. So I'm gonna create 5 breakout rooms and 5 minutes. And please go ahead. And make your team name. Jack Fitzgerald. Jack Fitzgerald. Your team one. Please go to room number 1. Please go to team number 1.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
All right, welcome back. 5 minutes is okay, right? Okay, 5 minutes is okay. All right, so did you have a chance to make your team name? No? Okay, so you can contact with your teammates. You can contact with your teammates. Then we are gonna present your team name for the next time. Okay, next time. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we only have a little more time. Okay, after this class, so you can complete your conversation. Okay, with this. Then what else? We have teams and probably I'm gonna present. Oh, and organize teams. Okay, my research papers. At this time, please make sure you connect with the Canvas. Then you can check it out the file, the button. So please make sure 2 papers are available on your website. Okay. Please go ahead to go to Canvas and make sure 2 papers are available on your Canvas. Yes, they are. All right, great. Okay, good. Okay. All right. Okay, good. So please make sure 2 things. The first thing, okay, you should visit the Capstone website as soon as possible and be familiar with it. Okay. And second thing, you prepare the next week 2 research papers we'll discuss. Okay? That's it. All right. That's pretty much about today. Then we have a little more time. Okay? But I'm gonna stay. On this video conference. So if you need take more time with your team members, please use this conference room. Okay. All right. This conference room will be closed at 12:50. So you have more time to talk with your team. All right. All right. Great. Any question, comments before you going? Email your team name or just tell me next time. So we're going to talk about that. Okay. It's fun. Can anyone hear Dr. Kang? Yes, many people. What, first of you have a problem? You cannot hear me? Oh. No problem. All right, so you are free to go. If you need more time to talk with your teammate, you can use this video conference. Okay. So thank you so much. I will see you on Monday. All right. I will see you on Monday. Okay, great. First time, great. Okay. So you don't have any problem, right? Okay, what I'm saying was, actually you missed this. What I'm saying was, if you need to talk with your team more, you can use this video conference, okay? But if you don't, free to go. Thank you so much. You too, Forza.